Hello everyone, and thank you for stopping by the channel. My name is Talisha and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and if you are new to watching the channel, I do welcome you and thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you consider subscribing. And thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for coming back and for your continued support. So today I will be sharing the first garment that I made as one of my contributions for the Black History Month Pattern Designers Challenge. This is a challenge that has been hosted by Natieda of So Natural Dane that most sewists already know about if you are in the YouTube or Instagram world, and she has been doing this every year for the last 4 years, I believe. This challenge is a challenge for those who either sew, quilt, crochet, or anything of that nature to make something that was designed by a Black pattern designer or purchase fabric from a Black owned fabric or yarn store, etc. This challenge is going on throughout the whole entire month, so it started February 1st and it ends on the 28th. And like I said, all you have to do is construct a garment between those dates, and you also need to post your garment on Instagram during those dates. And when you post your make, like I said, make sure it has been designed by a Black pattern designer, which includes independent pattern companies, the big four, pattern books and classes, knitting, crochet, bag making, quilting, and vintage patterns, you know, whatever it is, it just needs to be a Black pattern designer. And then when you're making your garment and you post it, just tag Natieda at So Natural Dane on Instagram and use the hashtag bhmpatterndesigners in order for your entry to be counted to win a prize, and also for her to see your make so that she can include it in the collage at the end of the challenge that she puts together. And she also makes like a little video at the end. So that's the information on the challenge. So with that being said, the first garment that I made as part of my contribution is the Suzanne top that was designed by Erin of Style Sew Me Patterns. So I picked this pattern as one of my patterns to make because I really like the story behind how this pattern came about. It was just so super sweet. It really is a special and touching story, and I am one that's very sensitive to things of that nature, so I knew that I would eventually make the top, you know, to just kind of support the cause. I just didn't know when I was going to make it, so when this challenge was announced and came about, I just immediately put this pattern on my list so that I could help bring awareness of this free pattern and heartfelt nature behind it. I also picked this pattern because I thought it would be good to make because it is very versatile and it's very easy to make. So if you don't know the story behind this top, it was designed to be a port top, which is a top that chemo patients wear when they're going through their chemo treatments. This type of top allows for easy access to the vein that is needed for chemo treatment to be administered through, and that's why there's like an opening here, because the vein is somewhere around here. Because this top is designed for medical purposes, it kind of looks like a scrub top, especially when it's made in like a solid color, but I still believe that it is versatile because although it is made to be like a medical top, you can dress it up or you can dress it down based off of the look that you're going for and the fabric that you choose. And I am going to show you how I styled mine a little later on in the video so that you can see how it could look like an everyday type of top, and I will also show you how it can look like a medical or scrub top. So now I'll talk a little bit about the pattern and my experience while making it. So again, this is the Suzanne top, and there's also a number associated with this top, and it's SSM1026, and that came about because back in the day Erin only had names to her patterns, but now she is adding numbers for efficiency purposes, so that's what the SSM1026 represents. So the pattern description is just Suzanne top. It doesn't have any type of description behind it, but when you read the story, which if you decide to get the pattern, I will let you read the story yourself. I've given you enough information on that. If you decide to read it though, you will see where it talks about being a port top. So that's my description of it. Suzanne port top. So there's only one view for for this pattern, which is what I'm wearing. And the fabric recommendations are going to be your lightweight to medium weight woven fabrics such as cotton, cotton blends, linen, poplin, and sateen. The sewing skill level, in my opinion, is easy. The only thing about this pattern that would make it difficult for like a fresh sewist to make would be the curve points where the facing is, you know, the curves and the little points. There are 4 pattern pieces to make this top, which is going to be your front, your back, the front facing, and the back facing. So not a lot of pattern pieces at all, which means it's going to come together pretty fast. The only notions you're going to need to make this is going to be your thread. The pattern sizing is extra small through extra large. So I feel that it's very size inclusive because this is a roomy top. The size that I cut was an extra large, and you know, at first I was a little nervous about the size chart because I seem to have issues with indie patterns and their sizings, because even with the finished measurements, the garments usually end up being like way too big. So I was just happy with the results of this top because I felt like the size was perfect for how I wanted it to fit. And I was especially pleased because I used my good fabric and not a muslin. I'm just so used to just cutting into my fabric because I use mostly Big 4, so I already know what the outcome is going to be most of the time. So I'm just glad that it all worked out because I love this little fabric. So yes, I do think that my top looks like the drawing on the pattern cover, and the instructions were very easy to follow. And the things that I liked about this pattern, I liked how simple and easy it was to construct it, and it does not have set-in sleeves. I like that because, you know, it's not only an easy project, but it gave me a break from having to put in the set-in sleeves. So, you know, easy peasy. There was nothing about this top that I disliked. Of course, I didn't learn any new techniques or have any first time experience because it is a basic top that you only need basic sewing skills for. The fabric that I used was 100% cotton houndstooth fabric, and I had this in my stash. I've had this in my stash for probably over a year, and it originally came from Hobby Lobby, though I had this set aside for a project that I never got around to, but that's okay because I went and picked up some more to finish that project later on. But I didn't make any alterations or changes, no modifications, no recommendations either. It's just very simple, and I think anyone would like it. I would definitely recommend this to others because it's a very simple top and it's free, you know, and also because it was designed for a great cause. The availability of this pattern is that it is available. This pattern came out in 2021 in a PDF form, and it is still available. All you have to do is go to Erin's website at www.stylesewme.com and sign up for her newsletter to get your free copy, and I will put a link to that in the description box below so that you can get your free copy. And if you have been watching my videos for some time, you already know that I do not prefer PDF patterns because I have a busy life and I don't like to take out the time to tape them together and highlight the different pattern lines because the lines seem to run into each other, and I just don't like figuring out all that stuff. I'm just not here for that. But although I do feel that type of way, I do think it's necessary to have a stash of them, because if you change sizes because of weight gain or weight loss, you will always have the pattern available to reprint and at your disposal. And I think you should especially have easy patterns like this because it's versatile, it's quick, and it can be whipped up at any time. And this is like a project that could get your sojo back because of how quick it is. And you know, like I said, it's free. You know, so for those of you who don't have easy access to like the big 4 patterns at the good prices, I would definitely download this one. So now I will share with you a few more photos and clips of my Suzanne top. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please take a pause for the cause and click the like button and also the subscribe button and the gray notification bell so that you could be notified whenever I upload future videos. And let me know in the comments below what you think about my top. Do you like it? Is this something that you think you would download? Let me know. Now stay tuned because I will be showcasing my next make for this challenge on either Thursday or Friday, and I will be showing the last one on Sunday. So I've got some goodies for you. So like I said, stay tuned because you will be getting the uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.